it's Phoenix Jira. I'm standing in my backyard looking at the trees in my yard that are going to come out next week. But in the meantime, our neighbor is having their tree removed right on the other side of our fence line. This tree is actually, the ground has swollen underneath it, and it is leaning towards our yard, coming this way. So they are doing basically it's an emergency removal. This is what I call the jungle or forest area of our yard. And we come back through here, and there's the coop in the distance. And here is the guy in the tree. So that's what's left of the neighbor's tree so far. And this is what's left of our tree. Oh my God, what a mess. But they are cutting the trunk into pieces for me that I will use around the yard. Hey, there's my shadow. But wow, this is really opening this up. And there it is. The neighbor's tree is gone. Our blue spruce is gone. You know, if you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was gone. Hey there, it's Phoenix Jira. Guess where I am? In the backyard. How'd you guess? There's the chicken coop. There is the tree that's invisible now because it was taken down. And the noise you hear is the stump of the neighbor's tree being ground down. Right where that wheelbarrow is I'm cleaning that up right now. There's a lot of debris, and I have another company coming out to take out those 2 gigantic juniper shrubs and the 4 gigantic juniper trees. But what I want to do is clean out some of the debris now, because there are sprinklers back there that you can't see, and I want to put some little flags around it so they know where they're located. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you a little something. This is where I said that we were going to put a raised vegetable garden. And I think I've changed my mind because the sun is not there all day long. It's finally hitting it and it's noon. So I'm going to switch it over here. You see all this dead grass? We had a really bad weed problem that sort of took over this entire area. Hey Shadow, how's it going? I think I'm going to put it there. So I was planning on this chicken coop maybe having an extended run come out around that first juniper shrub and maybe a little farther in, or use some chicken tunnels to go in various places of the yard. So right now I'm going to go clean this up, and it is a mess back there. Alright, so tomorrow this big juniper is coming out, this big juniper is coming out, and those 4 big juniper trees are coming out. It's going to be great. Is to pile up all of the limbs and use this bobcat to drag it back out to the front yard where they'll chop it all up. So watching them take these piles from the backyard to the front yard is probably going to give me a heart attack, because they're going to be trimming those trees that they just went by. So I don't even know. backing up. Maybe he learned his lesson when he went the other direction. It's still beating the crap out of these trees that they're going to trim, but that time was not as bad as the other. So you see these two trees with the slice cut out of them? What they did was they cut it like this so that I'm assuming when they cut the tree, it actually falls this direction rather than on the fence. So the guy on the left holds the rope that holds the tree that should bring it down this direction. Goes. This time he has the rope attached to the bobcat. I don't know if it's because this tree's heavier or what. There it comes. Wham! Okay, here is what it looks like so far. They've all gone to lunch, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like at this point. The remaining junipers are going to be chipped up, so we'll dump that in the front yard somewhere. The two little arbs are taken out. Here are the juniper trees. They will all, the stumps will all be ground down. This one went over the fence into the neighbor's yard. Luckily, it doesn't look like it broke the fence, but they'll go over there and get that out. And then that is the side of the gigantic juniper bush that's also coming out. So this is what it looks like. Wow. What a mess. You know, I don't consider juniper smelling good, but this actually smells pretty good. And so I think it's going to add some fragrance and some goodness into the earth. The tree guy asked if I stained this fence, and I said I sure did, and wanted to know if I was going to stain the chicken coop. I had thought about that, but at this point I don't think I want to do that. I just don't think it's worth it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do know what you're saying. Thank you. So there we are. There we have it. There we have it. Smab it. What a huge difference. I think they're still going to clean up some of this stuff. I'm not sure. I mean, these aren't really chips. These are just pine needles. Let's check this out. This is what they do to grind up the stump. These are the stumps I'm keeping from the blue spruce that was cut down before. So I'm keeping that juniper for a while, maybe for the chickens. It might come down. I mean, honestly, after a while, it might just be in the way because I want to expand the chicken run. But for now, it can stay there. This is the final look after they got rid of the trees. They got rid of a lot of the pine needles as well. And here's where the smaller juniper bush and the gigantic one was here. And the 4 juniper trees, remember that? And then the 2 arbs were right there. Now they're all gone, so I'm going to be putting in other items.
And I kept this juniper shrub for now, although I might take it out. I'm just kind of wait and see what happens here. And somebody's doing some other work over there. Either that, or now that those trees aren't here, I'm going to hear way more than I ever did before. So that'll be awesome. The chickens are going to have to get used to that. So now they have to get used to the airplanes, the increased traffic noise, here comes an airplane now.